Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to make DIY Dollar Tree Easter decor. This one's inspired by Catherine from Doing on a Dime. So you'll need one of these plaster figurines, a stemless wine glass, or you could use a fishbowl. These decorative acrylic gems, or you can use glass marbles, some floral moss or reindeer moss or Spanish moss, depending on the look that you want to go for. You're going to need your hot glue, or E6000. I'll explain that in a minute. And you're going to need some sort of bead or glass marbles. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build the handle for the cloche. So like I said, this is from Catherine Do It on a Dime. Put this together. It's very similar to what I did last year, but it's like backwards because it's actually the white rabbit on grass, not the grass covered rabbit on white, which is kind of cute and funny. But so I'm just taking, this is a pony bead. They sell these at the Dollar Tree. I'm taking this silver Christmas bowl pen, and this is just totally optional, just to show you guys what you can do. These things write on plastic. So what I've done is I've turned that pony bead into what looks like a silver bead, basically. You don't have to do this. You could skip this. It's entirely option. The second one we're going to do is with marbles. And that stuff's more readily available, so I'll show you that in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these acrylic gems and we're going to glue it to the pony bead. And this is just regular hot glue. You can use E6000 if you ever intend to pick this up by the handle. I would definitely do that. I have zero intentions of ever doing that. I am definitely going to always pick it up by the main section of the glass. So I don't care that it's just on there decoratively, okay? And this, like I said, this is just for decorative purposes. So what I did was I silvered around the top where I glued it, and then now that I have the acrylic gem on it, I'm using it as a handle to color the rest of the bead in silver. And like I said, this is entirely optional. We're going to do it in a second with marbles too. You'll see that one come out pretty nice too. So here's what it looks like all done. And that's just a regular pony bead there with silver glitter in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dollop of hot glue in the middle of the bead, and I'm just going to eyeball it in the middle of this glass. If you need to measure, we've covered how to measure around a circle before, but this I'm just going to eyeball it. Like I said, it's really decorative. So here is that little pedestal that I got for $1 at Target, because the white pedestals from the Dollar Tree aren't always available to everybody, and mine are being occupied for St. Patrick's Day, so I wanted to just show it to you on a pedestal. She put hers on the pedestal from the Dollar Tree, but I'm going to show you in a second how to make a quick and easy pedestal as well. So what I've done is I've just taken the little metal loop off the top. I used my scissor. It actually did put a little tiny hole in the top of his head, which was fine. You can fill that hole in if you feel like it's ever so desirable that you want to. I would just fill it in with a little Elmer's glue, let it dry, but I'm fine with it. It's hardly noticeable, really. And now I'm just taking a lump of greenery and putting it on the pedestal. Here's where I'm finding out that I have a little bit too much. I realized that I had put too much because the bunny won't sit flat. So then what I decided to do was to make it less, and then to make a space in the middle for the bunny to sit directly on the pedestal and surround him with grass. And then I'm going to put the glass on it, and I'm going to use a scissor, but you'll see I come up with a better technique in a minute. And I'm tucking all of the extra grass in around from the glass. Okay, now the next one I'm going to show you really quick is to do a little pedestal from the Dollar Tree. If you can't find the white ceramic ones or the white plaster ones, this is a technique that's been around for 1,000 years. No, not really that long. But you take a glass tapered candle holder from the Dollar Tree and you glue it underneath the glass pillar candle holder from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just using hot glue because this is just for video purposes. But you want to go ahead and use E6000 if you want it more permanent. So this is the other one. I've taken a glass marble. These are from the Dollar Tree. And one of the big flat glass stones. And I'm just using hot glue because it's clear and the glass is clear and the marble's clear. It's not even so noticeable unless you get like up real close. But there is that flat marble, and I'm using that as to create a handle. And I think it's actually kind of cute. I was kind of surprised. Well, I thought it might look cute, and it was as cute as I thought it was. Let's put it that way. Sometimes they don't work out the way you think they're gonna. But again, if you're planning on using this as a handle, you want to use something more permanent like an E6000 or some sort of Ultra Bond glue or something, you know. And now we're just going to decorate this one the same way, but we're going to use the egg. And I'm taking the little wire off the egg and the little string. This one I decided to lay the egg down sideways. I've made the grass like a little bed of grass, so it looks like a little kind of cute little nest. And then now I've taken the flat piece of poster board that was the tag for the candlestick, and I'm using that to slide the grass in under the cloche. I just found that to be much easier than the scissor, and it worked out really, really well. Okay, I'm sorry that kind of is off camera, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm doing. All right, and then that's the way that one looks, and that's it for this one. I hope you really like this one. Here is the bunny. Forgive the background. And there's the topper. And he's just really cute. You can see the little mark on his head. Oh, not there, you can't. And then here is what its handle looks like. This is the bead and the crystal from the Dollar Tree. And then here is the egg on the homemade pedestal, which I think is super cute. And here is what that handle looks like. Remember, this is the glass bead and the flat glass piece, whatever they call them. I don't even know. So what I also did was I want to show you that you can add embellishments to them. So this is a little pom-pom chick that I've had 125 years. And this one has one of those little eggs from the Dollar Tree that I had since last year. So now we're going to show you how to do these banners with the treat bags. Yay! So there's these cute little treat bags at the Dollar Tree. They come in 4-packs. You can get index cards, or you could use poster board. I ended up cutting down poster board. Those are the big index cards, because what you want to do is you want to make basically I put a piece of cardboard inside so it would be stiff. It's a 3.5-inch square that I made out of poster board. If you want them to be bigger, you can do like 3.5 by 4 inches, but you will just have shorter ears, or you can have it even, if you can make it 3.5 by 3, and you'll have even longer ears. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of jute, and I've made mine 10 feet long, and then I've put loops on both ends. And what I'm doing is, I've done this before for you guys, is I am holding each knot and running the string over the loops of my fingers and folding it in thirds, and then I'm folding it in thirds again. So I'll have 9 sections. The reason I want 9 sections is because I have 8 bunnies, okay, because I got 2 packs. All right, and I measured that the sections came out to be 10 inches. So my bunnies will be 10 inches away from each other. If that's too long for you, you can always shorten it and shorten your string. But always with banners, it depends on the space you're trying to fill. So now I'm showing you different ribbon options you can use from the Dollar Tree. These are the scalloped edge grosgrain ribbons. Those were the sheer ones. And then they have ribbons at Michael's that you can do different narrow widths, also at Walmart, which are a lot cheaper than the Dollar Tree. Also, you could use baker's twine, would be cute. All this cute little country baker's twine that you can get from the Dollar Tree. What we're going to do, or you could actually, now I think about it, you can actually even use the jute that came with the actual bunny bags, which would be super cute as well. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going to open each treat bag, and I'm going to stuff one of these pieces of cardboard in each bag. Now again, this is optional. I'm sure you could stuff them if you wanted them like poofy, but I wanted that flat banner look that we are so in, that I really like these days. I mean, I've been making banners for a while, you guys know, so I just wanted that look. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stuff a piece of this poster board inside each of the bags. Now I kind of came up with a little bit of a method where you fold you bend the board a little bit and it slides in much easier. So I wanted to tell you guys I had an idea. If you've noticed, the shape of this bag is actually like the banners that we make, but upside down, where what we usually cut the little tails out of the bottom of the banner would be his ears. So I was thinking, if you couldn't find these, then you could probably make banners out of burlap and stencil his face on, or stencil a face on, and just basically do the same method. Well, you wouldn't have to do our regular banners where we fold over the ends and make a loop for the string, but you can go ahead and tie what would be his ears the same way as we're going to do here in a minute. I would like to give you guys options when you can't find the materials. I know that these treat bags have been really hard to find. And if you have been watching people haul them and you watched me haul them, then you know I thought that they were much bigger on people's channels than they are in real life. So, and they're not like, they're really cute when they're tied up, but they just look like I said, they look like a banner with a notch cut out the top. And you know, we've done lots of different banners where you can actually trace through the burlap. You could trace through the burlap, so if you just could print out his face one time, or you can fold the piece of paper in half and draw one half of the face and then, you know, match it. You know what I mean. We've done lots of different things like that before, so you guys know what I'm talking about. So now I'm going to take the pieces of ribbon and I want to show you, the pieces of ribbon are 12 inches long, makes a cute little bow. That also does depend on the thickness of the ribbon that you choose. But what works for this ribbon for me is 12 inches. I tried it with 10 and I'm going to show you here. You can just go ahead and leave it without a bow, just in a knot, and it still is very cute. I'm going to try to bow it, but it's not going to work. So what I did there was I folded the ribbon sort of in half and I tied it onto the jute. Now, you would think that the ribbon was going in the wrong direction when you lay it and tie it, but once you tie it, the whole science behind the ribbons or whatever is that it'll go in the direction of the jute string after you tie it one time. So you tie it one time and then the ribbon will lay left and right, which makes it really easy to tie around the bunny bag. Okay, and for the bunny bags, you're just going to pinch right above the cardboard, and you're going to almost do like the M-fold, sort of like how we do with the bows that we do, the bow tutorial. But you don't have to. Excuse me. You could just pinch it closed and fix it afterwards, okay? And we're just going to repeat that with all the different ribbons. I used all 4 colors. I wanted to mix it up. I like that rainbow effect sort of situation. But you can just use one color of one kind of ribbon you want, or like I said, any of those other string options would be just as adorable. All right? And we're just going to repeat it for all 8 of them. And I went, I think I went purple, yellow, blue, and pink. Purple, yellow, blue, and pink. I think that's the way I went. But, again, you do whatever works in your heart. So again, if you're making these out of just pieces of burlap, and you want to make them stiff, you could use fusible interfacing, or you could use the white glue method where you paint white glue on your burlap to stiffen it. Let it dry overnight on some wax paper. Actually, let it dry till it's dry. Sometimes it takes more than overnight depending on your climate and your house and the weather and that kind of stuff. But just once it dries, then it will be stiff, and then you can do that instead of making a bag to stick the cardboard in. All of those would be cute ideas. So again, I'm just repeating along the way, and you just want to adjust it as possible. You know, when you make a bow, we've done bows before. This kind of ribbon just takes a regular bow like you were tying your shoes. Now, sometimes you see me turn them upside down like that way. And all I do is once I've tied the ears together, I tied the ribbon around the ears. I'm a righty, so I need my short string to be in my right hand because I'm going to loop over with my left hand string, my left hand piece of ribbon. And then you want to make sure that the long piece is the one that you loop over with, okay? So sometimes I just have to turn it upside down. If you tie it on there and the right side is shorter, then you're fine. If you tie it over there and the right side is longer, then you have to turn it upside down and tie your bow upside down, which is fine. And then you just adjust the ears. I just think these things are so cute. And I do have another set of bags. I don't know what I want to do with. I haven't decided yet. Let me know, guys, what you think. Does anybody have any other ideas for these? I actually had this video shot. I have so many videos. I'm sorry. I actually had this video shot, and then I had people request, like, saying, "Oh, that's what I would do with it." And I was like, "Oh, me too. I've already done it," but I didn't want to say anything. But it's just really funny. Like, great minds think alike, and And I know you guys all think alike, like me. So I wanted to show you, once you tie the ribbon on there, you can slide it down before you tie the bunny on. You probably could slide it down after you tie the bunny on too, but you know, this way you can adjust for your 10 inches. Now, 10 inches for where I want it, where it's going to eventually hang, is the perfect distance in bags. I do think it would look a little cuter if they were closer together. So if I had my druthers, I would fit it into a smaller space than I need the 8 feet, whatever to be. Actually, 9 times 90 inches. Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's 8 feet. But if, you know, if I had my druthers, I would probably go ahead and make it even smaller so they would be closer together, and that would be really cute. The other thing was, my original plan was to take those plastic carrots that have the powdered candy in them and to tie them in the sections between the bunny bags. And I tried it, and it didn't really look as good as I imagined. I think I might do something different with those, but like I said, that's what I had originally bought them for. And then I really want to make something that I bought last year at Target. I bought these felt flat carrot and bunny pieces that I actually never did anything with. But I think I'm just not going to show you guys because you can't go out and get them, so I'd feel bad. It's not something you could duplicate, you know. And we're on to the second to the last one being pink. And I just wanted to make sure when I get the last one on there that I'm going to check that that last space between the pink ribbon and the last bunny and the loop is still 10 inches, so it's spaced evenly. If you don't know how I made the loop at the end, I have lots of videos on that, but basically you just fold the end in half about 4 inches and then take the folded end and loop it around your finger and pull it through the loop, and then you create like a knotted loop at the end. But any way you can do it, it's the way you should do it, right? Any way that works for you guys. I would love to know what you guys would do with these bunny bags if you got them, or when you find them. Or I think they're super cute, and I think they go cute with that Easter basket that they had this year as well. I just think they're adorbs. Totes adorbs. So here's the last one. And again, so when you tie the ribbon around, you'll see that it ends up laying flat. Do you see that? It ends up laying flat left to right. It's so strange. It's not strange, but that's just how it works. So it works out really nicely for us. And then you just squish the bunny's ears together, lay it flat over the ribbon, hold it down with your finger, and then tie a knot. Now figure out, no, for that one, the short one was in my left hand, so I'd turn it around. And then just make a bow, and you want to adjust your bow. You can play with it, you know, pull a little loop out, pull a little loop tight, pull a little tail out, put a little loop tight, that kind of thing, until it's where you like it. And you can also trim the ends of the ribbons too, but I really was going for that rustic look. And here it is, all finished. I just think it's so cute. So cute. So I hope you really liked these videos, these tutorials. If you have any questions at all, leave them in the comments down below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Share with friends and family, anybody who has any interest in making either one of these at all. And if you haven't yet, click subscribe. When you do, a little bell will pop up. When you ring that bell, YouTube will let you know whenever I upload a video. Now, if you want to check out Catherine's video, Do It on the Dime, I'm going to link it in the description box down below. So don't forget to check her out and subscribe to her channel if you haven't yet. And as always, take care. God bless. See you next time. Bye.